Hello, welcome back to seeing the various types of controls. Let's take a little deep dive into the various controls which will be useful. For that purpose, we will be using this remarks control, which will be changing into different types of controls. Let's see first what are the various types of control which will be helpful for in the customization and things like that. Well, let's just take on some of the things like the combo we have demonstrated. A data picker is a different type of control which we will show you where it will be very useful. Say for example there are let's take the sales order. Okay, in the sales order I create a sales order, and this customer is actually, you will notice, is a data picker. Here I'm picking customers. So what does it mean? You will see a customer coming up here, and I type some engineering, and you will see all the engineers in companies will appear, and just pick them up. So the moment I pick them up, okay, say you will notice that this record gets captured into this, and along with that the applicable address and various other elements come and sit automatically. So this actually, that means here it is not a simple control, it's a pretty complex control where the data from the master customers, I'll just change this control. You have seen the address and all that. Let me just change it to maybe engineering and Acer engineering, and you will see the address is all changed up. So that means it's picking up a lot of data from the masters, that's customer master, and filling up here. That's what is meant by the data picker control. And the same data picker can be used to pick books, branches, consigners, consignees, consultants, cost centers, whatnot. Okay, there are plenty of them. Okay, referrals, services. So it all depends on, suppose for example in the lines, to pick up a product, I use that for to pick a product. Say for example I will say some washer, okay, washer, and I will see catwalk, thin conveyor, WASH. There's only one washer obviously that got picked up into this, and WAS. Let us see, yeah, conveyor, chain washer, waste paper. Obviously in this there is a code or element which has this WAS. You will see waste, WAS, okay, and washer, WAS. So that's how you can pick different controls into this. Of course there is some other feature like searching out. You take a product group. I'll just take a product group and say, okay, go and get this, and I say test the product or this, and you will see that data getting populated here along with other maybe rate and things like that. So that's the date. This picker control is very important and is very essential as well. That is, this helps picking up objects from other places. So let's see the other controls like a database, maybe the date control. Let us just have a look at the date control. Say for example in the products, okay, in the product lines, when you are servicing the product or you are delivering the product, you also want to know when the particular item is required. Maybe here is a date control, okay, so, or maybe a date control over here. So this is a service date. I can just say today. I just type T and today comes over there. Let us study this control itself, that is the service date in the miscellaneous tab. I want to make this as a maybe a jQuery control and save this, and you will see in the miscellaneous tab the same control which was there became so actually why this feature at all? There are some people who are used to pick up things like that, and some people may directly enter the data because date. Perhaps sometimes, to be really honest, entering the date directly is much more easier than trying to go here and pick the year, whatnot. So that's definitely, it is more complex than typing 01-01-2012. So anyhow, let's keep that aside. Okay, maybe you will see there is a linkage between the what is entered versus what is selected. So this is one type of control, and let us go back to what other type of controls are there. So the basically date and an email control. As we have already discussed, the moment you make a control as an email, you get this is very important, because after all, in a customer situation, let me just take a sample customer. Okay, so here you have contact and email and all that test. So he doesn't want to again go back and copy this and paste it into Outlook. Instead, he wants to directly send a mail here itself. Yes, he can send the subject, content, and simply send the mail. So the moment you make a control as an email, you will definitely get this email icon. And the moment you make, suppose let's take this control which is a mobile, maybe though it is a mobile control, you don't see any icon here, maybe it is not defined as an SMS control. So let's try to, it is under which tab is contact. So I'm going to the mobile. Okay, I'm deciding this is actually defined as a text box, which is wrong. I'll make it as an SMS control and update it. You will notice, please notice the phone number also, and I updated it. And obviously when I changed it, you can see along with the side of the phone number, a small icon came here, so that I can send an SMS, or you call it texting in America. Okay, similarly a URL control. The moment you make this as a URL control, suppose I just simply say plumsoft.com or whatever it is, I will just edit this data, and you will see plumsoft.com coming up here. Sorry, I don't know which one I entered. Yes, the plumsoft.com, and I can just simply open that plumsoft.com from here itself. That means it's not that it is just a dummy control where text becoming something else. It comes with a very clear, distinct, populated details, a functionality that helps the people to really be of more meaningful usage to the data. Now let's also study some of the other controls. Like we have been saying about the different types of date pickers, and a label control will help you to simply put a label. A LinkedIn, we have demonstrated, the moment you make a control LinkedIn, the content in that can be directly linked into the perhaps I will say to the LinkedIn site. There are a lot of other controls like the range control. You make that as a range control, you will get a range there. And let us see the advanced controls into the like the slider control. See, the very purpose of this is that this helps you to service the customer much better, much faster. There's nothing like it. So let's this is the purpose of this video, is just to show you various controls. There are roughly about 57 controls. I referred to only some which are generic control. Of course, some are very specific to our application. So you will also see one control I just wanted to just highlight is something very interesting control, like the remarks. I want to make it into okay, maybe I'll say it's a signature control. The moment I make that as a signature control, you will see the signature panel coming up, and that's simply sign it up here. I can that's the end of it. I can use it if the screen is having a feature to sign it. Okay, you can just sign it with red ink or whatever it is. Let me just select the red color and a little bolder version, and I sign it with red. Okay, so this is how it helps. These are different controls, and let us pause it here for this and proceed to next. Thank you.